Have you heard about the recent changes in SASSA grants? If you're scratching your head wondering what SASSA is, let's shed some light. SASSA, or the South African Social Security Agency, plays a pivotal role in the Rainbow Nation. It's a beacon of hope, providing financial support to the most vulnerable populations, those who need it most. Think of it as a safeguard, a helping hand in a society where disparity can be stark. It's more than just an agency. It's a lifeline for millions, a testament to South Africa's commitment to uplift those in need. However, like all things, it's not without its set of challenges. In the 2024 budget, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana announced adjustments to SASSA grants. Let's dive deeper into these changes so that you can be informed and awakened. The 2024 budget brought a wave of changes to the SASSA grants. This year, the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA, under the leadership of Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, announced a series of adjustments to the grant system. These changes were made to address the rising inflation and to enhance the accessibility of these grants to the vulnerable populations in South Africa. The adjustments encompassed increases to several grants, aiming to provide a financial cushion to the recipients. However, it's important to note that these increases did not fully align with the 5.3% inflation rate. This means that despite the increases, the real value of the grants might not have increased proportionately, considering the cost of living in the country. In addition to these changes, the 2024 budget also highlighted a key allocation of funds. The government has earmarked funds specifically for the COVID-19 Social Relief of Distress Grant. This allocation is set to last until 2025, but it's dependent on certain policy reforms. This initiative is designed to provide additional relief to those impacted by the pandemic, recognizing the ongoing economic challenges that the pandemic has posed. These changes are not just about numbers and rates. They reflect the government's commitment to supporting the vulnerable and to strengthening the social security net in the country. The adjustments are a part of a broader vision of sustainable social security reforms and job creation initiatives that were underscored in the 2024 budget. While these changes are significant, they have raised several concerns among the recipients. The changes in SASSA grants have not been received without concerns. Indeed, as with any significant shift, there have been reactions, both positive and negative. This scene is dedicated to the voices of those directly impacted by the changes, the recipients. Let's start with the delays. Imagine counting on a financial lifeline, only to find it hasn't arrived when expected. This has been a reality for many recipients who've reported delays in receiving their grants. The waiting game not only generates anxiety, but also puts them in precarious situations, where they are unable to meet their basic needs. Next, we have the issue of declines. Some recipients have found themselves ineligible for the grants they once received. These declines have left many in a state of uncertainty, unsure of how they'll manage without this crucial support. Moreover, inconsistencies in grant payments have also been a cause for concern. Some recipients have reported receiving different amounts at different times, causing confusion and making it difficult to plan their monthly expenses. This unpredictability, coupled with the already challenging economic circumstances, has added an extra layer of stress for the recipients. But these challenges don't just represent individual hardships. They've sparked a broader conversation about the need for improved processes and support. Recipients are urging for transparent, efficient, and reliable systems that ensure they receive their grants on time, in the correct amount, and without unexpected changes. In the midst of these concerns, there's a collective call for empathy, understanding, and action. It's not just about financial aid, it's about dignity, stability, and the ability to navigate life with a sense of security. These concerns underscore the need for more sustainable social security reforms. And as we transition into the next scene, we'll delve deeper into what these reforms could look like, and how they could pave the way for a more secure and resilient future for South Africa's most vulnerable populations. The government has acknowledged these challenges and is planning for sustainable social security reforms. As we look to the future, South Africa's government is taking significant steps to address the issues surrounding social security. The 2024 budget outlines several initiatives that aim to create a more sustainable system. One of these initiatives is the adjustment of the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA grants, to better align with the inflation rate. While the recent increases did not fully meet the inflation rate of 5.3%, the government's commitment to making these adjustments demonstrates a proactive approach to addressing economic changes. The government has also allocated funds for the COVID-19 Social Relief of Distress Grant until 2025, indicating a recognition of the ongoing economic hardships faced by many South Africans due to the pandemic. This is a temporary measure, however, and the government has indicated that policy reforms are pending. While financial support is crucial, the government understands that it must also create opportunities for people to improve their economic situations. This is where the job creation initiatives come in. The 2024 budget highlighted these initiatives as a key part of the path towards sustainable Social Security reforms. By creating more job opportunities, the government hopes to decrease reliance on social grants and empower individuals to support themselves and their families. Of course, plans are only as good as their execution. The government will need to ensure that these reforms and initiatives are implemented effectively and efficiently. This includes addressing the concerns expressed by grant recipients about delays, declines, and inconsistencies in grant payments. In conclusion, the path towards sustainable Social Security reforms in South Africa is a complex one. It involves not only adjusting financial support to meet economic changes, but also creating opportunities for people to improve their own economic situations. These plans, if implemented correctly, could significantly improve the lives of vulnerable populations in South Africa. To summarize, the changes in SASSA grants in the 2024 budget are a mixed bag. The South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA, has made crucial adjustments to provide financial support to vulnerable populations. These adjustments were done to counter inflation and enhance access to resources. However, these changes did not fully align with the 5.3% inflation rate, leaving some recipients feeling shortchanged. Furthermore, recipients expressed concerns about inconsistencies in grant payments, delays, and declines, urging for improved processes and support. On the other side of the coin, the government has shown a commitment to sustainable Social Security reforms. They've allocated funds for the COVID-19 Social Relief of Distress Grant until 2025, and have highlighted plans for job creation initiatives. Does this commitment bring hope for a more secure future for vulnerable South Africans? While the changes bring hope for better support to vulnerable populations, the government must address the concerns raised to ensure that the impact of these changes is as positive as intended. Stay tuned for more updates on the African continent, and remember to always be informed and stay awakened.